Here's the final water spot and how to get there from Bally's.
That is the front entrance of Bally's. This is the valet area. So you walk through valet and get to the shops. Let me show you. Walked through valet already. Now we got to cross the street. I did look both ways. I'm not using the camera to look both ways, but I did. And we're gonna go up these stairs and get to the shops where Subway is, Wahlburgers, Dirt Dog, the pizza place, the shawarma place. We got to get to the shops. All right, the Dirt Dog aisle is the southernmost aisle. So you would turn left, get here, and walk down this aisle. You get to Subway at the end. Right now there's some construction, but just stay left around the corner of Subway. And here it is, CVS. So let's check out the water prices in CVS. I don't even know them by heart, but let's check it out. For a huge bottle, $3.59 looks like your best price. These are 3-liter bottles. I will put on the screen how many gallons 3 liters is. I don't know off the top of my head. And for a handheld bottle to last you all day, $2.29 for 1 liter looks like your best bet.
So this location just south of Bally's, just north of Paris, just across the street from Bellagio. So for huge containers that you could bring back to your room and use during the whole stay in the room, 3 liters for what, $4.59, and for 1 bottle to hold all day and take with you, 1 liter for $2.29 were your best prices. But enough about water. Wrap up video today. Got some not so technical things to tell you and some technical stats to show you, of course. First of all, how hungry was I? Day 1, for some reason, I was very hungry, which is weird because I ate a little more than I usually do the day before. I made more oatmeal than usual. I also had a banana and peanut butter with me, which is not always the case. Then later, I ate 2 cans of tuna, the real hardcore way, the way we used to when we were really into weightlifting, just open the can, eat it. And then later, the MGM game was so good, I figured on playing there for a very long time into the night. So right before tap closed, I got chicken tenders and fries. So that was a lot more food than I have been eating lately in one day, the day right before the challenge. So it was a little odd that I was hungry on day 1, but I was. The fries and the Raisin Canes on day 2, that was plenty of food. I was not hungry. Day 3, of course, only 2 hot dogs. Of course, I wasn't with the buffet. And of course, I was day 5 with just the 1 burrito. But after that, I kind of got used to it, eating once a day and not a huge amount of food. Day 6 and 7, I was fine. And also the next day, I thought the next day I would eat like so much because I would be starving. I really didn't need to. The next day, my friends and I went to Bobby's Burgers. I got a burger and onion rings, and then I had some corn and 2 enchiladas, like 1.5 enchiladas. So I really didn't eat a huge quantity of food. I understand it wasn't all too healthy, but it was not a huge quantity of food once I was able to. Once the challenge was over on day 8, I was kind of used to it by then. So I know the foods were not all keto foods, but the timing of it was very much keto. It was eating once a day, about the same time each day, not exactly. And it was only really day 7 I ate twice. I had the pizza early at Trooper Thursday at the Westgate, and then I had pizza later. But the first 6 days, I only ate 1 time per day. Now let's get into some semi-technical numbers. What were the totals for the week? Total hours, 56.69, I think. The number on the screen is exact. I don't remember quite off the top of my head. So about 56, 57 hours of play. The money, I think it was 800 or 900 something. Again, the number on the screen is exact. I don't have it memorized right now. And the cash, I had 13 cents left over, so from my $25. So $24.87 in cash spent on food. So 57-hour week of poker, made money, only spent $24.87 on food. Solid week all the way around. Now, what all you have been waiting for. The very technical, very specific data, hours, comps. Did I end with a plus balance in each of the places that I used the comps? Here are the stats. The challenge is done, so let me open up a grid, and here are the titles, the headings, the poker room, hours, leading to the comps I got. I used some of them, and I need a plus balance remaining on the column on the right. So, played at MGM, Aria, Caesars and Bally's are the same comp system, Westgate and South Point. Here are the hours. The only weird thing in there is this, in the green oval. So $4.99 and $3.15. Caesars is double
comps, $2 per hour. So is Bally's 2-3. So Caesars plus Bally's 2-3, 4.99 hours. Bally's 1-3, where I only get $1 per hour, 3.15 hours. So multiply and get the comp dollars for each place, and we got this column in the middle, and then the comps that I used. So at MGM it was 28 for the buffet and 22 for the chicken tenders, $50. Aria were just those 2 sides of fries I brought to Cane's, $5 each, 10 total. At the Caesars properties I got that burrito, which debatably had tax included. If it did, it cost $11.91. Westgate, even though the menu said $12 for 2 slices, the receipt said $13, so I got that twice, 4 slices total for $26, and I just happened to play some South Point, didn't get anything to eat there, so it doesn't even deserve the green oval. Comps remaining, subtract the 4th column from the 3rd, and everything is a plus balance. I had no negatives. I did not use more comps than I earned during the week, so success on the comps. And as far as the cash goes, I started with 25. On the first day, I used 863 at White Castle. Subtract that. Then on the second day, I got Cane's, 4 fingers a la carte, 776. Subtract that. Then I used 648 for 2 hot dogs at the place in Casino Royale. Subtract 648, and then subtract $2, the tip I left in cash at the MGM buffet, and I left myself with another plus balance, 13 cents. So plus balance here, plus balance for the comps. Successful challenge. The one caveat about Westgate Comps, other places, you play, you clock out. So you have to clock out at the table, and then everything you played up to that second goes into your account for comps. At the Westgate, it takes about a day. I didn't know this. I don't play there a ton, so I had asked people, you know, do we need a printout or do we just pay with our card? And everyone told me, just pay with your card, and that was all the information I got. Apparently it takes about a day for your comps to get on there. So you can't play 10 hours, which would be 20 comps, and then instantly walk to the restaurant and use the $20. So the first time I got pizza on the final day, I was using comps from earlier days in the week. That was totally fine. On Trooper Thursday, I waited until I played about 7 more hours or so, and then use those comps exactly. So I was able to make the transaction because I've had comps for weeks at Westgate. If you were doing it, you would not be able to play, for instance, 7 hours, instantly clock out and walk to the pizza place and buy $14 worth of pizza. You would have to wait some amount of time. I didn't know that. I'm still gonna count this as a successful challenge. I'm just letting you know, if you wanted to do this, or for whatever reason, you're playing at Westgate and planning on using some of your comps, there is about a 24-hour period between getting clocked out at the table and the comps actually going onto your account. I was unaware of this before the challenge and before my friend was in town trying to use his comps the day of during March Madness weekend. All right, day 1, the weigh-in 250.2. And I'm not actually filming this on day 8. I did film the weigh-in as soon as I woke up the morning after the challenge. I have video footage evidence for you to see right now. So from 250.2 down to 242, 8.2 pounds lost doing this challenge, and I am now at my lowest weight in the past 4.5 years about. So that's it, successful challenge. You know where to find on my YouTube page, where I'm keeping track of the successful and failed challenges. And let me know in the comments, anything you would like to see in a similar type of challenge. A way smaller amount of dollars, a way smaller amount of comps, see if I could do it on like only playing 1 or 2 rooms, see if I could do it playing a smaller amount of hours. I don't know why smaller amounts of poker hours is something anyone would want to see. Certain types of food only, all Mexican food. Maybe each transaction has to be a certain amount of money. No getting $5 fries at Posh Burger inside Aria. I'm willing to give it a try, what you guys want to see. So let me know any changes you might make to this type of a challenge. How many days it covers, money, hours, foods, anything like that. And remember, rice is a spoon food.